my story is the one about helping the homeless, I guess. So, well, it started when I was 9. So I was I'm 15 now. We were in Cincinnati and just watching a baseball game, you know, and do it all the time. So we were down there and we walked out, and we walked to the park and everything. So, of course, you always see the people that are always on the side of the street, like, with signs and stuff, but didn't really ever notice it because I'm 9. But we walked across this bridge, across the highway, and there's this one guy that stands out to me. He's got a big old sign, and it says, "I'm homeless and have terminal cancer." And I don't know, it just kind of hit me, I guess, harder than any of the other ones did. And so I just really wasn't happy about it because, I mean, I just paid and went to a baseball game, and I'm going to go back to my hotel and then go home. So, but he can't. He's just out there. And, of course, if he's homeless, can't really pay for his cancer treatments or anything, so it's a bad situation. And I just didn't know what I could do about it because I'm 9. So we rode all the way home, not all the way home to the hotel, and I was just super emotional. I wasn't happy about it, and I asked my mom what we could do, and Mom's like, "Well, I don't know what we can do." So we can talk to Chip and Gail, who's Chip's wife. And so went home, and a few weeks passed and we never really did anything. I guess people kind of forgot about it or something. But so I just, one day at church, I was like, we're not leaving until we talk to Chip and Gail and see what we can do. So we stood there on the steps of the church and waited for Chip to stop talking to people. And we asked him what we could do. And Gail and him talked to us, and they gave us a whole bunch of they gave us like a list of all kinds of homeless shelters and different places. And we were like, oh, okay, we can do something with this. So eventually we went through and we picked out Aurora, which is basically a foundation that goes out and takes these bags called outreach bags and medical kits and takes them out to the different people on the street. So they're the first responders of caring for the homeless, basically. And then we also saw the United Caring Shelter, which is a shelter in Evansville. So me, Gail, and my mom, Krista, went down and toured all of those places. And it was just crazy, seeing them, because even in Evansville, it's not a small town, but it's not a massive city either. There was only 1 or 2 places that really went out and helped all these people that need help, and they were telling us how there was hundreds that just couldn't do anything about their situation. So we decided that we wanted to help Aurora specifically because they went out and I wanted to make sure that we were directly helping the people, not just giving some money to somewhere because we don't know where it's going. Just wanted to make it go right to the people. So we chose them, and we just got straight to it. We brought it to the young disciples and everywhere, and I went and spoke to a couple different churches about the different things that they could do, or the things that the homeless people need, in which, like Jake said earlier, if there's a 9-year-old up in front of your church telling you that you need to give money to these people,
who's going to say no?
Yeah. So everybody from our church was getting into it, but I wanted to go even more because, there's only so much that just 2 churches can do. You can make it even bigger. So I hand wrote, I think, 9 different letters to different churches from all around us, and sent them to them, called the Children's Crusade to End Homelessness. And eventually, we got letters back, and people were all about it. They wanted to help. They wanted to make sure that, because nobody was really doing anything about the homeless around our area, I guess.
A rural area like ours.
Yeah, so people really responded well. And at the beginning, we just had all kinds of items coming in. We had groups of people sewing. We had just everything. And it was near Christmas is when we first started out. We had Susan Steinkamp, who was the woman that we talked to at Aurora, come up to our church. And we had just everybody bring out all the stuff that we had collected and like a check for like $3,000 or something like that.
That check was a lot higher than that. Yeah, I'm thinking about $7,000.
All right, so $7,000. Oh, you know, I was 9. So we brought it all, and she was like beyond happy and stuff. But even
she burst into tears.
Well, yeah, yeah, because Aurora, they're out there helping the homeless, but they're a small organization. So they can use all the help that they can get. And so they were extremely happy, and we just decided that we wanted to do more, because you can always do more to help, because there's always somebody else that needs helping. So we kept raising money, and we do these overnights for our young disciples and our youth group, where we, like, every year we'll pack 80 to 100 of these outreach bags, which is a mix of food and water and stuff. It's supposed to last the person that they're giving it to like an entire week. And also medical kits, not medical kits, but like health kits, which is like soap and detergent and, well, whatever they could use, you know. And we've packed over 700 of those. So that's a lot of people that you just go ahead and do it. And on top of all the money that we've raised, which is still coming in, because Maddie, she decided, well, she can tell you about that. All right. So this is the letter that I hand wrote and sent out to the 9 different churches of the, like, that when we started the crusade for the homeless. I spent I was 9, so it took me about 2 or 3 hours to write out 9 letters, and at the time I thought my handwriting was just perfect, but yeah, so this is the letter that we sent out to start it all. So
On the other side?
this is just one of the articles that we had written. Well, we didn't have them written, but people wrote about our crusade, which actually helped us to get more donations, because the more people know, then the more people can help.
You got to show that one.
Yeah.
Future president.
Yeah.
Which one?
One on the,
Yeah. Here, when the person that interviewed me for this article, they asked me what I wanted to be, and I told them the President of the United States, because
Put him in.
who wouldn't want to be that? And these are just the different newsletters that Aurora, the foundation we helped, sent out. Well, that's my 4-H book from this project. And just, well, here's Gail. Gail's Chip's wife.
All kids there.
Yeah, all the volunteers. All these, like, hats and scarves and blankets, they're all hand sewn for everyone to enjoy. Which actually, in all these outreach bags that we personally make, we make little letters from the church and have everyone there sign them. So it's kind of like a personal reminder from us that there's always hope for them, that they can have me and Susan with the first batch of good stuff. Yeah, and here's the letter that I received, where a woman was inspired by the story, and she sent in $500 of her own money in our name to the homeless. So all kinds of great stuff from great people.